Noon in November 1945. The rooms are as we saw them in the first scene. Mr. Crawler has joined Meep and Mr. Frank. There are coffee cups on the table. We see a great change in Mr. Frank. He is calm now. His bitterness is gone. He slowly turns a few pages of the diary. They are blank. What just happened?
It's over.
I don't really get it. You stopped reading.
Yes, it went back to, because remember that entire time in the annex was all a flashback. Okay, remember scene 1, what happens in the very first scene? What do we see? Yeah, we see Meep, Mr. Crawler, and Mr. Frank. And Mr. Frank, remember he saw the white glove, kind of started to tear up, and then he told Meep to burn all the papers, and then she said, what about this? Hands him Anne's diary, and he starts reading. And then we had that flashback of everything that happened. Now we're back in the present time, and he's sitting there, and he just finished reading her diary. Okay?
So they don't know how that shit died.
Well, let's keep reading. Okay, Mr. Frank, go ahead.
No more.
He closes the diary and puts it down on the couch beside him.
I'd gone back to the country to find food. When I got back, the block was surrounded by police.
What is she talking about? Is she talking about right now?
No.
No. What is she talking about?
When they got caught.
When they got caught, okay? She's reflecting on her memory of that day, okay?
We made it. Hold on. We made it our business to learn how they knew it was the thief. The thief was coming.
The thief. What thief?
The guy who came in with the stuff.
Yeah, do you remember they heard some noises downstairs in the middle of the night, and they quietly tried to turn off all the lights, and Peter fell on the floor, and then all of a sudden we hear someone downstairs go running out, and we found out later that he had stolen like a radio from the downstairs. There was a thief, okay? So then they're saying someone traced back, like because you know, you have the police detect, okay, you had a robbery, and then they find the robber, and the robber is, actually, I heard someone upstairs that night. Okay, so they're saying the thief is how they found out that there were people upstairs, okay? So Meep goes to the gas burner, bringing back a pot of coffee. Mr. Frank, after a pause.
It seems strange to say this, that anyone could be happy in a concentration camp. But
Hey, where are they?
Camp in Holland, where they first took us. After 2 years of being shut up in these rooms, she could be out in the sunshine and the fresh air that she loved.
Okay, so where did they go?
Concentration camp.
Concentration camps, okay? So they got sent to concentration camps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Meep offering coffee to Mr. Frank.
A little more?
Mr. Frank holding out his cup to her.
News of the war was good. The British and Americans were sweeping through France. We felt sure that they would get to us in time. In September, we were told that In September, we were told that we were to be shipped to Poland. The men to one camp, the women to another. I was sent to Auschwitz. They went to Belsen.
Okay, so what happened? Did they all go to the same concentration camp?
No.
They all got separated. Okay, keep going.
In January, we were free. 6 of us who were left. The war wasn't yet over, so it took us a long time.
Side.
We'd be sent here and there behind the lines where we'd be safe. Each time our train would stop at a sighting or crossing, we'd all get out and go from group to group. Where were you? Were you with us
What was that?
Mauthausen. I can't pronounce it either. It's a German word. It's just another concentration camp name.
Is it possible that you knew my wife? Did you ever see my husband, my son, my daughter?
Okay, pause real quick. So the camp he was in, what happened? So the camp they were in got invaded and they got set free. But war wasn't over, so there's still a lot of people in other camps, okay? So his camp, the Allied forces came in, got rid of the Nazis, and the people in that camp got freed. So then the people from his camp are traveling by train and going to other places and saying, I heard you were in this camp. I think my wife was at that camp. Do you know her? This is her name. Can you tell me what happened? So they're traveling, and every time these people stop at a different place, they're asking, do you know my wife? Do you know my daughter? Do you know my son? And trying to find out what happened to their family members, because they're freed, but they are not connected with their families. They don't know where they are. They don't know what happened, okay? So they keep stopping, and they are asking people. They're like, oh yeah, I was in this camp. I heard that's where my wife was. Can you tell me anything? Okay, so that's kind of what's going on. Keep going, Mr. Frank.
death of Marco, the Van Dams, Dussel. But I still hope. Yesterday I went to Rotterdam. I heard of a woman there. She's been in Belgium with them. I know now.
Okay, so what happened?
They all died.
Yeah, so he's going around and asking, and he's finding out that the Van Dons, Mr. Dussel, his wife, Margot, he found out all of them had been killed. But he didn't find out about Anne until just, like, from the present day. He didn't find out about her until yesterday. And what happened to Anne? She too died. Okay? He picks up the diary again and turns the pages back to find the certain passage. As he finds it, we hear Anne's voice.
In spite of everything, I still believe that the people are really good at heart.
Mr. Frank slowly closes the diary.
She puts me to shame.
They are silent. Okay. What do Mr. Frank's last words mean? What does he mean he puts him to shame? Yeah.
That she still believes that everyone's going to believe Mr. Frank doesn't believe.
Yeah, so even though the Nazis had killed his family, taken his family, you know, he's kind of lost his hope and faith, and here's Anne, who's been killed by the Nazis, and she's still saying, I still believe that people are good at heart. Even though they had killed her, she's still saying, I think people are still good at heart, and he's saying, that puts me to shame. Okay? Anyone else wants to add to that? Okay, so, lastly, I just wanted to ask any initial reactions.
I'm sad for
Yeah, it's sad. I just want a little reminder, sometimes we forget, this is a true story, okay? This isn't just for fun play. This really happened. This is a diary that really exists. This is an event that really happened. Okay? So what we're going to be doing is over the next couple days, I am going to show you, we're going to pull out, remember AOW number 5? And it talked about, is the world going nuts? And it kind of talked about all the bad things that are happening around the world and kind of current events of the kind of scary things that are happening out there and things that are happening with ISIS and things like that. I'm going to continue to show you guys some more videos, not the full movie, just like a 2-minute video clip of a man from New York, and we're going to look at another article tomorrow, and we're going to kind of compare this time period to some things that are happening now, and are people inherently good at heart? You're going to decide, and then you are going to write if they're good or bad at heart, and you need to use examples from Anne Frank and from these different videos we watched, and we're going to put together presentations. Okay, so that's kind of where we're going with this. Go ahead, you can close your books and put them nicely in the back. You can either recycle or hang on to your blue sheet. It's up to you.
All right.
Oh,